Welcome to Greenville, North Carolina for a fun Saturday of women's college basketball. It is Diabetes Awareness Day here at Minges Coliseum as the Coppin State Eagles search for a fourth straight road win. They come into town against the East Carolina Pirates. Welcome inside Minges Coliseum with the coach, Debbie Taylor. I'm Evan Budrovich. This ECU team leads the country, forcing 28 turnovers a game. How does this style of play present a challenge for Coppin State?
Well, every coach knows when you come into Minges Coliseum, you have to take care of the basketball. The Pirates love to create offense with their defense. We'll see what the Coppin State Eagles are able to do today.
Coppin State's led by a dynamic forward, the junior forward Layla Lauren. She is a double-double machine. What must Layla do to spark the attack for Coppin State?
She's an elite athlete and a transfer from Texas A&M Commerce. She had a double-double and a big win against University of Pittsburgh. Coppin's first win against a Power 5 team. She needs to step up big for her team today. Score above her 14.3 point per game average. You can see 8.4 rebounds. Truly a great athlete.
East Carolina counters with the senior captain, Danae McNeil, who may have had the game of her career. 31.7 steals. What a nice effort on Wednesday.
She certainly showed why she's a unanimous selection for American Conference preseason player of the year. 31 points plus 7 steals and 5 rebounds in Wednesday's victory over Hampton. It's her prowess and experience on both sides of the ball that make her a double threat for opponents. She leads the Pirates in scoring and in steals.
McNeil was dominant, part of a record-breaking performance. This is in the Kim McNeil era, no relation, in the last 5 years. First player with 25.7 steals, and that was while coming off the bench. She's in the lineup today, but Kim McNeil putting her McNeil back in the lineup after a nice performance. It's an East Carolina team that struggled defensively on Wednesday, gave up the 56 points to Hampton, and their coach Kim McNeil said we must play better on the defensive end. A Coppin State team that was blown out by Kent State earlier in the week. They want to bounce back today. And let's get this party started in Greenville. Coppin State with the basketball first. A starting five with Angel Jones, her first action in about a week. The Siena transfer back from injury.
The other thing you know when you come to Minges is you're going to have to play against a very stingy matchup zone.
Late in the clock, Faith Blackstone drives and beats that zone early.
That bodes well for the Eagles' little baseline drive, and that's where you need to get the ball. The baseline, the short corner, and the free throw line area if you want to crack the zone.
This is the starting five presented by Grady White Boats. Sania Johnson, the maintaining. She's played every game. And then Tatiana Weish, after a near double-double, enters the lineup down low. Kim McNeil noted the effort and intensity on the defensive end. That was missing, and I'm curious how that plays out in the first 4 minutes.
Well, and she benched some of her starters, and she's teaching lessons still early. You know, that starting is not a right, it's a privilege. It is your job as a starter to set the tone for your team.
That led to a season-high 57 bench points, with that first unit coming off the bench on Wednesday. Led by McNeil, who misses the jumper. Bobby Smith there with the rebound.
Kim McNeil also telling us she wanted her team to do a better job on the offensive glass. Little inside-out action and drains the three.
And that's the offensive rebounding Kim McNeil likes to see. Micah Dennis with the first three. This Coppin State 5, Mozzie Staples is the second-team All-MEAC point guard who runs the show. And we mentioned Layla Lauren, second in the country in double-doubles. Let's see if she can orchestrate something here. That's a turnover.
An early one for the Eagles. You said it, Evan. #1 in the country are the Pirates in forced turnovers. They force opponents into over 28 a game. That's just incredible.
Forced over 30 in the win against Hampton, and Kim McNeil was still not happy with her defensive performance.
A little 2-3 zone here by Coppin.
Nice movement out of the zone. Dennis on the drive. Everyone gets involved, and the bank shot's good. How important is that ball moving for East Carolina?
They've got to shift the zone, and that was a nice possession of Micah Dennis. She's just an energizer bunny. Nice pull-up, banks open today.
An ECU squad, McNeil scores 20 a night, but that secondary scoring has been the question. With a way off three from Mozzie Staples.
This is what the matchup will do to you. It'll force you into uncomfortable long-range shot. It's not like a typical 2-3 zone. It has man-to-man principles. You have to know how to attack it, and we'll see what the Eagles are able to do today.
More ball movement here. Sania Johnson against the double. Coppin State's throwing bodies everywhere in the zone. Off on the three. Lawrence, her first rebound.
You can see what an athlete she is. She just hunted that ball down and corralled it. Coppin State does not shoot the three very well, only shooting 24% on the season. They're going to have to find a way to get into the heart of that defense, and that's exactly at the free throw line area, inside out, and there's Lawrence with another rebound.
Good pressure here from East Carolina. Blackstone swings it around, and McNeil's in the passing lane. As an offensive player, when there's this much pressure, how do you settle in here?
You gotta be patient with the ball. You gotta share the ball. You gotta attack this zone. You gotta attack gaps. You have to screen it. You have to reverse the ball. But the ball has got to go into the middle. And against this matchup, you've got to let the back line come up.
There's a block for Bobby Smith on the backside. Now Dennis in transition on the move with the foul. Nice attack of the basket from Micah Dennis.
Got a little opportunity to see the second gear from Micah Dennis as she shifted it up a notch. A little hesitation move in transition. Slow, crossover fast. The beautiful finish in the foul.
And that change of speed is fun to watch. She is electric with the ball in her hands. On Wednesday, it was passing the ball. 7 assists to no turnovers. Today, a little more offensive minded.
She really gives her team what they need. She's a transfer from Oklahoma State. She's played at a very high level. She's kind of that Swiss Army knife for them. She just gives them what they need on every given night. Let's let the Pirates get into their 1-2-2 full court press.
This press has caused nearly 30 turnovers a game. No team in the country does it better. Ken McNeil noted taking a sense of pride defensively. That was missing on Wednesday. Staples is off on the three.
Really like the ball pressure right now by East Carolina, but that's really good ball movement by Coppin, but they are going to have to be able to knock down those long-range shots.
For sub, Tiffany Hammond, the redshirt junior from a junior college that is heavily imprinted on this lineup from CCBX Essex Junior College in the Maryland area.
Community College of Baltimore County. 4 players on this team won the Junior College National Championship last year, so they're used to big-time games as well, and they're all here ready to play for Coppin.
All recruited by Jermaine Woods in year 2 running this Coppin State program. He was the longtime assistant under Dwayne Burrows. Got the job on an interim basis. Coppin State 3 signature road wins at Pitt, also at FIU early in the year.
They've been up and down. They've won some big ones, and they've lost some that they probably not. I like that high-low pass right there.
Lawrence with a great find and the finish. Tough basket for Colleen Bucknor. And she gets hurt on the back end.
That's exactly what you need to do, though. Feed the post. Layla Lawrence, such a big target, and then a beautiful basket cut and drop pass by Lawrence. She's strong body with great vision. Pick up off the glass. Nice play by Coppin State.
That was great vision by Lawrence. Remind me of Draymond Green working the elbow there, pushing a nice dime.
Well, you see what she brings to this team. I mean, she was at Texas A&M Commerce. She was on the all-freshman team in 2022. Was at 16 and 12 against Pitt. She leads the MEAC in rebounding.
And having that element of passing as a post player, that's so important to them.
So key to be able to distribute from that position.
Joyner try to pass herself. It actually finds Dennis. Leads to a missed 3. Joyner there to clean it up. And a second chance bucket for ECU.
Wow, it wasn't a pretty pass, but the reigning AAC Freshman of the Year with a beautiful rebound and putback. You get a little look at her athleticism. Woo.
Those are the first 2 non-Micah Dennis points of the day for East Carolina. Now Faith Blackstone driving through the zone. Every catch contested so far.
Great ball pressure, nice extra pass for the wide open shot. That's nice ball movement, but still Coppin unable to convert from behind the line.
It'll stay here, last touch by East Carolina. And a substitute comes in. Sharia Roberts out of Loyola, Maryland, first-year transfer coming in. She missed the last 2 games, but came back on Wednesday in that loss to Kent State. Now a catch and shoot 3. Good shot out of the out-of-bounds play for Nia Gatson.
They needed that one. They need to establish themselves from behind the arc. Staying in this 2-3 zone, screening the zone.
Started 0 of 5 from 3. That's a big triple for Coppin State. Joyner slices through. Short on the jumper. The tussle for the boards comes out to Hammond.
But I like Joyner in that free throw line area against the zone. She can catch it there. She has a lot of room to operate. She's a great one-on-one player.
Kim McNeil calls Joyner a point forward. Loves her ability to drive. And a nice three back-to-back for Gatson. Look at Coppin State breaking down the ZCU defense.
They're really moving the ball well and finding their shots in the zone. That's a good sign. Nia Gaston, the freshman from Suffolk, Virginia, coming on in here, knocking down 2.
All of a sudden, a 3 in the key and an early turnover. Good start so far, 10 a pop. It's been the Micah Dennis show early, 8 for the ECU senior. We got a tight one in this first quarter. It was adopted her in, made this day part of her moment. And there's Anna Grace Pickett in attendance today. What a neat day to celebrate the awareness and the recognition. And this is a disease that sits very close to home for the McNeil family.
Very special for Coach Kim, as her dad had diabetes, and is she so passionate about the cause and so passionate about Anna Grace and adopting her to be a part of the team. And she's just a big voice for the diabetes community.
A day that affects so many in the country. Glad to bring that awareness. Early on, tight game, 10 a pop. Back-to-back threes for Coppin State, able to break the press. Nice ball movement out of the timeout.
Really nice press break inside and opposite, but turnover in the corner. Here come the Pirates in transition.
This was an area of emphasis for Kim McNeil. Scoring off the turnover, as McNeil is short. You have a team that forces 30 a game, yet only scores less than 10 points a game in transition.
And if you're going to play that hard on defense and you're going to get deflections and turnovers, you got to find a way to convert. Again, the ball pressure really making Coppin State uncomfortable. You see Sania Johnson at the top of that matchup. So athletic, so active with her hands.
There's Faith Blackstone heaving one up. There's time left on the shot clock. Faith gets a rebound. The clock is still running, and that's in time. Nice second chance for Sharia Roberts.
Wow.
And the awareness there of Roberts to see the shot clock.
And you can see how capable this Coppin team is. And you said it, they've ridden a wave. They beat Pitt, the signature win for their program. First Power 5 win in program history. They beat FIU, a really good program, but then they've lost some other games right now with a 3-5 record that they probably should have won. Nice look to Joyner. She's just unable to catch it.
Blackstone here in transition. This is where Coppin State has been special this year. Back to Blackstone. Nearly a huge triple, and the offensive board for Roberts. She goes back up, and how about the effort on the second chance leading to a timeout?
Roberts, the 6-foot redshirt junior, with some big effort plays right now, and Coach Kim McNeil, I know he's going to be talking to her team about their effort on the glass and boxing out.
That awareness of Roberts on 2 straight possessions. I mean, she's the only player in the lane, gets the rebound and the bucket.
Nobody boxes her out. She's got a nose for the ball. She crashes and she finishes. It's that extra effort sometimes that makes all the difference in the world, Evan.
Jermaine Woods comes from a neat coaching tree. Karen Barefoot, Tammy Reese, Mike Rhodes, and Shaka Smart. Some role models in Woods' tenure. He was the longtime assistant at Coppin, and now in year 2 is building a nice start here in 23.
Well, they've come in here ready to play, and they're doing a really nice job attacking the zone. They're playing with a lot of energy and effort right now with a 4-point lead.
This would be a signature win for Jermaine Woods' club. Coppin State picked in the bottom half of the MEAC. With Norfolk State, Larry Victor is an excellent coach, preseason favorites.
Double high screen on the zone, goes away into a stagger, and another stagger well defended by the Eagles.
East Carolina brings in a sub. Karina Gordon, the true freshman, into the guard position. And Dennis is now in double figures with 10.
Micah Dennis attacking the gap. That's what you got to do against the zone. And the center of the zone doesn't step up. She is double digits already in this one.
Now the zone is causing some havoc. Good job breaking it by Blackstone. Jermaine Woods' club have to avoid the turnover today, especially with all this ball pressure. And a block for Joyner. That'll go the other way. Much more active hands from East Carolina defensively.
Yeah, well done. You see Mai Joyner, the reigning AAC Freshman of the Year. That's easy for her. That needs a shot fake and a 1 dribble. You're not going to get past that long arm. She is such an incredible athlete, a local kid, big time, top 100 recruit that chose to stay here in Greenville.
Set a freshman record at ECU in terms of blocks in a season.
And she shattered those record books last year with her freshman season.
I believe there were 8 different records she broke as a freshman, which is hard to fathom.
Really a true talent. She's continuing to learn the game, learn the system.
Weish in the middle of that zone, kicks it out. Short miss, and a rare miss for Micah Dennis.
Coppin's doing a nice job of keeping the Pirates off the offensive glass.
Blackstone weaves through traffic. That shot is off from Colleen Bucknor, the UCF transfer.
One of the best ways to beat a zone is to beat it down the floor, and that's exactly what Coppin just did on that possession. They were just unable to convert.
Pressure here on Sania Johnson. Everyone touching the ball in this possession, including Weish. A great ball movement. Gordon kicks it out. Dennis's turn. That was tipped. Good block by Kate Blackstone.
But sharing the basketball really well.
You like that balance as a coach. Maybe not the result, but the movement for sure.
A lot of long-range shots right now by both teams. You like to see them get that ball and attack the heart of the defense, whether play inside out, get that ball into the short corner, the low post, free throw line area.
All of this traffic. Good kick out. Hammond for three. What a response from downtown. Coppin State is so smart out of these traps passing the ball.
They're an experienced team. They've got a ton of transfers in their lineup. They said they came in shooting 24% from behind the arc.
That reminds me of the Golden State Warriors. Kick, 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 and hit the open three. That's 3 triples. Joyner working down low into a double team, and good coverage. Blackstone forces the jump ball, and will stay here.
Coppin knows that she requires a double team, and that help came. And Maya Joyner just needs to be a little bit more aware of the defense where they are, and she can find her open teammates. Because when 2 play 1, somebody's open.
This is a 13-2 Coppin State run to end the quarter. Final moments. Kaya Miller checks in and misses a 3. Joyner there has to heave one up. That's a deep 2 and not even close.
Most of their players, and granted they have 6 new players, but after coming off the conference championship, the NCAA tournament, then she thought her defense would be better, but she said we're still learning discipline and we're still learning how to play together, and the teaching just continues.
An East Carolina team that won by 20 points, but Kim McNeil said we need to win that game by 30 or more. Was not encouraged by the finish. Coppin State playing with house money after a 30-point loss earlier in the week. Now some pressure on the ball handler. Layla Lawrence gets out of the trap. Clock down to 4. Blackstone airballs the 3 for a turnover. What do you want to see offensively here from East Carolina?
I'd love to see that ball go inside. There's some great size and athleticism inside between Weish and Joyner. Right now we're getting a lot of 3-point shots by both teams, but that's great defense by Coppin. Layla Lawrence getting her feet around, knocking that one out of bounds.
7 3-point attempts in the first quarter. That is even high by Kim McNeil. That expression says it all for Kim. Her team took 25 threes on Wednesday. And she was okay with a good shooter making consecutive threes, but not shooting out of rhythm or out of balance.
Yeah, she's trying to define for her team what a good shot, what a good 3 is, especially for her freshman, Kaya Miller, who's one of the top 100 recruits in the country coming in here. She's a great shooter.
There's a tough turnover for Miller the other way. And Debbie, back to your days as a point guard, you want to kick to a good shooter's ready to knock in the 3, too.
Good point guards know to feed the hot hand, and they know how to set their shooters up.
4 assists for Coppin State in this first quarter. 4 different players. That's a tough look. Offensive board, Lawrence. She goes back up, and free throws for Layla Lawrence.
If you're the Pirates right now, there's one thing you need to know when that shot goes up, and that is, where is Layla Lawrence? She's quite an athlete, incredible rebounder. You saw she just skied for that rebound.
And there's Kim McNeil, who in year 5 is off to a 3-3 start. She noted this week the challenge of being a winner last year, but then repeating that process, and there's been some growing pains early.
Well, the word with that is expectation. So the Pirates were picked last in the American last season, and they won the conference tournament and secured the NCAA tournament bid. And now they're playing with expectation, and you have to still learn how to develop a winning culture. So they're still finding their way.
The runs of Gina Oriema winning 5 straight championships, that's a whole different level than a team that won the conference and now tries to live up to those expectations.
They're having a hard time against this 2-3 zone, and Most teams don't see a lot of zone early. The Pirates obviously play this matchup, which is a little bit different, but they're going to have to figure out how to work against this 2-3 zone. And if you're not scoring, then crash the boards and create some turnovers.
Nice find to Lawrence. Great job breaking the zone by Colleen Bucknell. The vision of Coppin State. This is fun to watch.
And the ball movement has really, and the patience. They're playing at their own tempo right now. They're not letting East Carolina speed them up, which is typically what happens when folks come into Minges.
To your point, only 2 turnovers for Coppin State in this first half. And East Carolina, they forced nearly 30 a game. That's the best in the country. Dennis dishes one in, and there's a turnover.
And just trying to force it into Joyner twice in a row, and it's just...
Angel Jones drops it in, and the largest lead for Coppin State forces a timeout. So the Eagles are running in transition at a nice pace. We'll take that timeout. Coppin State putting on a show in this first half here in Greenville.
Spreading joy in Jollytown. Lots of goodies all around. Pizza, pretzels, barbecue, frozen treats and coffee too. Snacks and pastries, let's all cheer. It's just as fun as any toy, cause every order's spreading joy. Visit Jollytown in the QT app.
Natasha, is that how you say it? You look, wow. I mean, wow. Well, thanks. It's Old Navy. Wow. What'd you say?
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, it's checked by experts. Every stitch, tag, and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of real.
This is the GMC Sierra. Available with the V8 engine. The Super Cruise hands-free driving experience.
This game and add my touch to it. I love to hear things like that.
Coach McNeil talks about how it's bigger than the game, and it's bigger than you, and it's really important to give back, and they have given back, the Pirates, so much to the diabetic community.
They've adopted a young elementary school girl, Anna Grace Pickett, we've noted earlier. She's in attendance today. Comes to practice, part of the team. She's overcoming diabetes herself. Now a contested pass. That's illegal over and back. Here's Coppin State making 3 triples, passing the ball well out of traffic.
They're comfortable. Pirates need to turn up the pressure, get on the ball, close up the gaps, force more turnovers. Because they haven't been able to score, they cannot get into their press, and there's a good sign. A shot clock violation almost.
McNeil now in transition. Coppin State, though, they've gotten back well defensively.
They really have.
Limited a team that loves to work in transition. Almost 20 points a game that way. And Weish gets fouled down low.
But I like that, though. Get that ball inside to Tati Weish. Transfer from Florida. She's played in the SEC. She knows what it's like to play in big-time games. She had 10 rebounds in the Hampton game. Her team needs more of that today.
Weish had a great performance. 6 points, 10 rebounds on Wednesday. Right back to Weish, who has it stripped. Great hands by Angel Jones. Blackstone left wide open. East Carolina's got to be careful. That was a good look. Now McNeil back to the lane and hits the layup. Quick transition points.
That's what the Pirates need. They need to be able to get their transition game going. The score sets up the press, and out of the press, they can create their offense.
What kind of problems does this press cause? It's one of the best in the country, and there you go.
They haven't been able to get in here because they haven't been scoring, but this gives them easy looks at the basket. They've got to convert on a great rebound by Weish.
Dennis kicks it around to McNeil. She can't hit the three. Coppin State had Lawrence running the floor, but couldn't find her. And instead, a steal. McNeil behind the back. Lovely delivery for the transition. And those are the type of buckets East Carolina needs today.
Now that open court turnover is deadly, and Coppin State had done a really nice job to this point taking care of the basketball, but they're getting a little bit lazy with their passes. And Danae McNeil knows she's got to crank up the heat on defense. Great steal and bucket by McNeil.
This is a 4-0 run for East Carolina. Coppin State hasn't scored now in 2 minutes. Lawrence into traffic. Is stripped, gets it back. Lawrence heaves one up. Offensive board, Bucknor, but that was not off in time. A shot clock violation.
How about that effort by Bucknor, though? Danae McNeil getting out in transition, a little fancy lay-in, creating offense with her defense, such quick hands, and the finish.
Her ability to use that left hand is pretty neat. Manu Ginobili-esque for those at home.
And she's 5th in the country in steals per game right now.
Weish is fouled on the pass into the lane. And that's the development for Danae McNeil. We saw the 31 points on Wednesday, but she can make it happen in transition, too.
They just need her to be more of a scorer. I mean, she was the American Defensive Player of the Year last season, and she's really working on her ability to put the ball in the basket on the offensive end, and it really makes her a double threat.
Gets
Nice
in position
cut.
for a foul, and Danae heads to the free throw line. Because as a player, right, your team's struggling offensively, and as a captain, we've seen her start to take over in this game.
I mean, she's their leader. She plays with a lot of experience. She's a transfer from Clemson. She, too, has played in the ACC at a high level. She's their go-to. She's picking it up right now.
And after 2 losses down in the Bahamas in the Baha Pink Classic, it was a top 20 Ohio State. A solid Seton Hall team. Good bounce back Wednesday against Hampton.
Seton Hall is a tough, physical team. And early in the season, 2 very good lessons for this East Carolina program who want to be playing their best basketball come March.
Who are gearing up for a home squad with #1 South Carolina. If that ball stays here, it was tipped by East Carolina. Because you think Ohio State's a tough challenge when Don Staley's crew comes in December 30th. That's a whole different level at the end of the year.
Indeed, but another great game to play, to test your team, to teach your team, and have them ready to play come conference tournament time.
You see the end of that South Carolina-UNC game? What a finish. There's a nice layup for Lawrence.
Wow, Layla Lawrence is a talent. She's solid, strong, physical, great around the glass.
McNeil heaves one up, wanted a foul. And now Coppin State, who has an ACC win, works in transition. Chance for an offensive board. That was last touch by Coppin State.
Angel Jones, I don't know if that's the shot that the coach wanted.
And Jermaine Woods wants his team to play with pace. Maybe not an off-balance fadeaway in transition.
Shot selection, so important. Taking the best shot for your team.
Both teams shooting at even 33%. A little slower here in the second quarter. That zone continues to cause problems for East Carolina. As Dennis is off on the jumper, rebound Lawrence, who has quietly snatched in 5 boards in this first half.
She is a presence.
Second in the nation in double-doubles, behind Angel Reese, maybe the best player in the country. A nice weapon if you're Coppin State. Jones with a 3, and that one rattles out. You know, McNeil did all that work designing her coach's shoes, but she didn't draw her own pair of kicks.
She's got some light blueness going on her shoes today.
Instead, finds a teammate, Mosley, who's short on the jumper. This is Diabetes Awareness Day here in Greenville. And a timeout for Coppin State.
She grows out of that body language. You missed a shot, keep playing. There's no need to be dramatic. Play the game. It was a great rebound. Get the next one.
Such a talent, but you're right, managing that mental side of it too. As this ball was actually last touched, I believe, by the Pirates. Okay, no, it was last touched by Coppin State.
You want to see more of that offense, work on the offensive boards from the Pirates right now. They're taking these long-range shots. Long shots make long rebounds. Rebounding in a zone is difficult. So Coppin State, they're not going to have a matchup on every play. Everybody's got to crash. come up with an easy second shot.
East Carolina, one of its last 9 shooting, and Gordon stepped out of bounds. That's the 7th ECU turnover.
Joyner's also got to tighten up her passes. She's got the vision. She's just got to deliver better. If she had put that ball in the shooter's hands, would have been catch and shoot. Instead, it's a turnover.
Kamora Jenkins enters for East Carolina. Her twin sister, Kaya Jenkins, has not checked in yet, but is a part of the Coppin State rotation.
A turnover dead ball at least gives East Carolina a chance to get into their press.
And to Coppin State's credit, they've been able to break down this press a ton today.
They've done it with patience, pass by pass, but it did shrink the shot clock for them. Only 13 seconds left to get a good shot off.
Buckner in the middle of that press, lost it. Jenkins the steal. Remember, it was all Micah Dennis, had 8 points in that first quarter, but hard to find offense since.
She just plays with a lot of intelligence.
Weish kicks it out. McNeil off on the 3. Look at Joyner fighting for the board, and she's fouled.
I like that effort by Joyner. She got to the weak side of the board. She should just be crushing it on the boards right now. Read the shot, pull that thing down, great rebound. She gets undercut. Foul on the floor, East Carolina ball. That's the kind of effort that her team needs from her.
5 early rebounds as we hit the last minute of the first half. Joyner now in the lane, demands the rock. Off on the layup. Coppin State wants to run here. Angel Jones floats in. Could not convert. This game picks up some speed. Feels like a track meet on a Saturday morning. McNeil bounces it in. That's been a tough start. 1 of 6 from the field.
Had a nice feed by Micah Dennis, who's having a great game. She waited for Danae to fill the lane, and she found her teammate for that shot. Great assist.
Now a steal. Joyner runs ahead. Nice pass to McNeil, and 4 quick ones for the captain.
And here come the Pirates, creating offense with their defense, turning you over, doing what they do best. A nice assist by the sophomore Mama Joyner.
No team forces more turnovers in the country than East Carolina. They're living on it in this last minute. Open 3, Hammond rolls out. A chance here for the last shot. Dennis, he's hit in! Micah Dennis to end the first half. Eight-ball corner pocket. And when you're hot, Debbie.
Wow, I mean, that's an exclamation point on the end of a not-so-great half for the Pirates. You don't see that every day.
Well, that's a 7-0 run in the blink of an eye, signatured by that fun moment. We'll go to halftime here in Greenville. Micah Dennis had herself a first 20 minutes.
At number 4, we go to the hardwood. Arkansas-Memphis in the battle for Atlantis semifinals. Malcolm Dandridge denial. The Tigers now dangerous in transition. Caleb Mills with the lob for Jake Walton with the slam. The Tigers roar their way to an 84-79 victory over number 20 Arkansas. Coming in at number 3, the regular season finale for Charlotte and South Florida, all knotted up in the first quarter with Dantes Fagan with the takeaway. Fagan with the all-out hustle, making a dive and grab as he goes and gets it. The right place, right time, with great anticipation for his first interception of the season. We've got more from this game at number 2 in the fourth quarter. Bulls on the 1 looking to add to their lead. Byron Brown, Naeem Simmons, ball magnet. A one-handed TD grab to put the exclamation point on it. And with the dub, the Bulls hit magic number 6 to become bowl eligible. Finally, at number 1, men's hoops, East Carolina hosting Kennesaw State. The Owls float one in to go up 2. Now with 2.5 ticks left, the Pirates living on a prayer from half court. Bobby Pettiford Jr. calls game. They don't call it niggas magic for nothing. Bobby buckets with ice in his veins as he went on to put up a career-high 18 points and gave his team a celebrating celebration to last a lifetime in the memorable 1-point victory. Remember, if you ever see a top play happen live, you can always let us know on social media using the hashtag #AmericanTopPlays, and let us know on social media at American_comp. Be sure to keep it right here on ESPN Plus, as we've got much more coming up for you right after this short break.
Now she knocked down back-to-back threes and kind of took the lid off the baskets. Coppin is not known for their three-point shooting, and against the matchup zone, they're going to need to be more successful in the second half.
4 of 16 in that first half. It was a little feast or famine for Coppin State. And then East Carolina, they only had 3 players score in the half. Gaston had 6 big ones. McNeil had 10. Joyner with only 2. And then really it was Micah Dennis who did the rest. 13 in that first half.
It was kind of the Micah Dennis show in the first half. She did a little bit of everything, knocking down shots, setting up her teammates, causing havoc on the defensive end. She played with a lot of poise and intention. And right now she's got over half of her team's points with 13.
Including this prayer that was answered to end the first half. And that was kind of that last minute when Coppin State was up 7, rolling with momentum, and it changed all in one shot.
And that's nice momentum for the Pirates going into the locker room. They needed to string a couple buckets together, but hopefully halftime has given them an opportunity to go in and really think about how they want to attack the zone. And like to see a little bit more My Joyner. She has 6 boards right now, and I think she can just clean up the glass a little bit more with a little extra effort and crash every time there's a shot.
Micah Dennis with a season-best 13. Remember, she had 7 assists, more of a distributor on Wednesday. And what are you seeing from Micah as an offensive player today?
No, she's a graduate student. I mean, I said earlier, she's got this experience. She started her career at Oklahoma State. She's experienced. She's mature. So she brings what the team needs. She's fast. She brings energy. She's hard-nosed. You know, she's a pesky defender. So she's got this composite skill set that she can provide whatever her team needs.
Over 100 games of experience for Micah. East Carolina needs to get their offense going. Trailed by as many as 10 late in the first half. If you're Jermaine Woods, they've been road warriors this year. All 3 wins on the road. 3 different conferences, including the ACC. And ball security would be #1 here in the second half.
And I really like the way his team came into Minnews and started this game, but they got a little loose with the ball at the end of the second quarter, and it cost them, and they let East Carolina catch up. Post-to-post action right here, a little ducking on the weak side, and well covered.
To Bucknor's credit down low, Coppin State has made life tough on those entry baskets.
Buckner, she's not that tall. She's only 5'11", but she plays much bigger. She's a transfer from Central Florida, who's really given Coppin some nice ability under the basket. She's a physical player.
And her and Layla Lawrence, that is a tough assignment on the forward side of things. Here's Layla, who had 5 rebounds in that first half, blocked on the spin move, and Weiss there to reject it.
But I like that call. Get it to the free throw line, bring the back line of the zone up, and go one-on-one, but well defended.
Open 3. McNeil unable to convert. Now a tussle for the boards. And if you're a coach, you have to like the effort here of Tatiana Weiss early in this third quarter.
Indeed. She's come out, you know Coach Kim got him in the locker room at halftime, and I'm sure it wasn't calm, cool, and collected. She wants more effort from her team on the defensive end and on the glass.
The big word this week was passion. More passion from her team, more passion defensively. And after that lethargic start, really just more passion in all phases.
Well, she wants them to understand, like, what do we want our program to look like? And she wants a program that plays with discipline, plays with composure. Composure meaning handle runs by other teams, and they did just that. But play with consistent effort. It's the one thing you can control in basketball.
The other thing you can control is a clean court. So thankfully it's all mopped down. Coppin State has led since the late minutes of the first quarter. Bobby Smith. This kick out is for the lead. Dennis almost hit that one as well. An offensive board for McNeil.
Great offensive board for McNeil. You saw that arm go up high. Pirates still all outside shots. Coppin State is really doing a nice job defending the paint.
Coppin State winning the points in the paint battle and forcing ECU into 15 three-point attempts. Here's Bucknor down low with the mismatch.
Coppin State also winning the bench points battle 16-2 at the half. There's a turnover.
Jenkins running down the lane and ties it up. And that's where East Carolina can be dangerous in transition.
That's how they score a majority of their points. They create the offense with their defense. And Coppin, they've got to do a better job not giving East Carolina those easy buckets.
Layla Lawrence's turn on Weish. That's a heavy-hitting matchup. Now some ball pressure. Blackstone with a nice kick out. And Staples is short on the three. Rebound Lawrence, maybe one of the best in the MEAC on the glass. And she gets the jumper.
The soft touch from the free throw line.
I felt Charles Barkley-esque. Good hands on the boards and a nice layup there from the free throw line.
Agreed. I like her. She's tough.
Second in the country in double-doubles. That is an important player for Coppin State. Here she is tussling for the boards, and Buckner comes out with it.
Pirates continuing to settle for that three-point shot, and they're getting open looks. That might not be by design, might be that design to let them take them because they're not making them.
Wow, that ball went around the rim and out for Angel Jones.
Pirates are 2 for 15 from behind the arc right now, a little over 13%.
So Maya Joyner, who has been ECU's best rebounder, comes in. This matchup with Lawrence and Joyner could be fun to watch.
It's a really good one.
Best rebounder in the American, best rebounder in the MEAC, getting after it. Especially around turkey time when it's ACC, SEC Challenge. This week it's MEAC, American Challenge. You don't typically play 3 teams from the same conference in a week. It's neat out Kim to set up the schedule here at East Carolina. Buckner late in the clock, misses the layup, and Joyner's got it.
Joyner cleaning up the glass.
Now reward the post player from running the lane. That's a blocking foul on Buckner. She thought it was a charge. And the first team foul on Coppin State.
That's another thing I think Maya Joyner can bring to her team is really running the lane hard. She's got the speed, and we see foul called right there, and East Carolina will inbound, but she can get from one end to the other end quickly and get some position in transition.
Joyner's had a slow start, 1 of 5 shooting. Such a presence down low. McNeil, off balance, and there's that fight for the boards. Coppin State comes out with it.
Like the effort by Joyner, though.
Jones muscles her way in. That's on the floor. Angel Jones is a feisty guard. I love it.
She's fun to watch. She's listed as 5'4", the sophomore. She's from Alexandria, Virginia. She is one of 7 children. She's got a brother and 5 sisters, so she knows how to fight for what she wants. Like food at the dinner table.
Growing up in Alexandria, Virginia, those would be fun Thanksgivings, that's for sure. And a swat from McNeil, who's having none of it. Dennis throws it ahead. And that's last touch by the Pirates. A rare mistake in transition here.
I haven't seen Micah Dennis make too many mistakes today. There's McNeil. Look at her get up and swat that shot.
McNeil must have been a triple jumper. She can explode out of the gym.
Such athleticism.
AAC preseason player of the year, Danae McNeil. Buckner breaks down Joyner, blows by her, and misses the layup. Oh, Joyner slipped, saved it. And both players getting up a bit slow. There's McNeil, 1v4. Maybe no problem for McNeil.
She's just like, one of these shots, please drop for me. She's trying so hard.
That is a one-woman fast break, and now the press is on. How does this change things for ECU?
It gets them playing faster than they want to, but right now you see Angel Jones just gets it out, sets her team up, slows it back down, some patience in the half court.
Coppin State has not made big turnovers, especially against the press. Less than 10 turnovers against a team that leads the country in forcing them. And Jones makes the count for 3, breaking down that defense.
The lefty, smooth shot. It's nice patience on the offensive end by Coppin State.
That is a lovely stroke from 3. 5 triples for Coppin State. Joyner feeds Jenkins. That is offensive. Buckner was out of the restricted arc.
You see this split the defense, the little twist of the body to get back off the right shoulder to make McNeil crossover, jump stop, twist. See how she hangs in the air.
That core strength too, to like flip your shoulders around.
That was a pretty athletic shot. There's the response.
I'm seeing some James
Jones.
Harden shot in Angel Jones. That smooth lefty finish. Maybe less beard and less tummy than Harden, but she can play.
Here comes the press.
30 turnovers forced a game for Kim McNeil's club, yet they've only forced 9 today. Blackstone unable to break it, and that's a 10-second violation. Great hands by Coach Debbie Taylor right there. We're going to pull up the William & Mary tape back in the day.
I don't think they had tape back in the day.
We'll get the reel-to-reel. We'll piece it together.
The 35 millimeter, maybe?
Get the VHS, mix it in. With longtime Coach Debbie Taylor, I'm Evan Budjevich. Tight game here in the third quarter. Coppin State remains up 3, searching for a 4th big road win.
Staying in that 2-3 zone, and East Carolina is still trying to figure out how to crack the zone.
Nice pass from Miller. Gordon lays it down low, and Tillman is blocked. A couple of freshmen trading the rock.
I almost didn't want Tillman to take that dribble. It was a beautiful feed.
Oh, Blackstone on the step through. Nice layup. That's a fun Euro step from Faith Blackstone.
She's a Syracuse transfer who also played at North Carolina A&T. She's been here, there, and everywhere, but great move.
Blackstone played with Deasia Fair, who was fantastic at Syracuse. Those were the 2 starting guards with a foul on the floor, which will lead to immediate timeout. Coppin State putting up a fight here on a Saturday afternoon. Up 5 midway through this third quarter. Welcome back into Greenville, North Carolina. Some early scores in American Athletic. VCU, who defeated East Carolina earlier, they're now 7-1. Good performance from Mariana Osari. She had 17. Rice with a nice performance against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. And the fun game coming up, Memphis and Troy. First-year head coach Alex Simmons. This American's pretty wide open this year in 23-24.
It is. East Carolina Pirates picked 2nd this year. A little respect for the Pirates coming off that conference tournament championship and the NCAA tournament bid after being picked last season.
Right now it's North Texas with the best record of the league, 7-1, their best start in program history. Nearly a turnover for Tillman. Mosley had it stripped, and the ball pressure here really good from Coppin State. Clock ticks to 4. Mosley heaves one up. This is the 3. It's last touch by Tillman.
Excited to see Morgan Mosley out there. She was a big contributor to the success of this team last year. Not getting as many minutes this year. Had 30 starts last year. She just does the dirty work, takes charges, but maybe her experience will give them a little bolt.
It leads to a turnover. Good ball pressure there. That'll fire up the courtside seats. Tatiana Weish will re-enter Tillman. Quick minutes.
Weishes are one of 10 pair of twins in NCAA Division I basketball.
And one of them is from opposite teams today, the Jenkins twins. One for ECU, one for Coppin State. Weish comes right in and hits a bucket.
And there's the beauty of Morgan Mosley, making the assist from the free throw line for the high-low. That's that great experience. Looks like she's in fantastic shape this year. Nice offense by the Pirates.
Mosley did not play on Wednesday, but she's making her presence felt today. Tyler Gray looks to break down this defense. Coppin State hasn't scored in 2 minutes. Blackstone. Wide open. Hammond's turn. Right at the buzzer. And now Dennis. What a pass! Dennis finds Miller, and she missed it.
Beautiful bounce pass in transition.
Fresh off a 7-assist game on Wednesday. That was a filthy find from Dennis. What, you hit a half-court shot, you throw a perfect pass. That's a great game for Dennis. Blackstone works in the lane. 19 three-point attempts for Coppin State today.
Really overloading the zone right now. Quick hands.
Loose ball. Dennis the steal. Buckner takes it back. And the clock does reset. How does Coppin State get a big bucket here, Debbie?
Like they've had success going inside out. Right now they're going to set a double high screen on the top of the zone.
Drawing a foul on Miller. Only the 13th foul for East Carolina. And that was defending for about 60 seconds. That's a hard thing to do.
Here comes Layla Lawrence. That's an easy bucket if they can get it into her. I don't think she's had enough touches in this game.
7.7 rebounds for Layla, who is knocking on the door of a double-double. Also, Nia Gatson returns. She had those 2 huge threes in the first half.
15 on the shot clock.
This is that 4-out, 1-in offense. Signature of Wes Moore down at NC State, working with the one-post player with a foul on Morgan Mosley. And this offense for Coppin State has worked around the zone enough to find open shooters in moments.
Done a really great job moving the basketball, playing inside out, finding the sweet spots against the matchup. This is not an easy defense to play against.
A defense that only surrenders 50 points a game. Today, though, it's been efficient for Coppin State. Blackstone works into some pressure.
I like how the pressure is extended and they force that turnover, but Morgan Mosley not able to hang on to it.
And the clock runs out, a shot clock violation. Tremendous effort defensively there from East Carolina.
Really nice. They're pressuring out high. It's really causing problems for Coppin. They needed that one. Let's see if they can come down on the offensive end and make something happen.
That's a 2-minute, 45-second scoring drought for Coppin State. And how can ECU take advantage? Mosley, great kick out. Short on the 3, Weiss the rebound. East Carolina, 2 of 18 from deep. Here's a drive from Dennis. And a travel there, Miller couldn't keep her pivot foot. And Coppin State, they'll concede the 3, but have shut down the lane quite nicely.
They really have. They're playing the odds. They're like, go ahead. You're shooting in the teams, from the 3-point line, keep shooting it until you make it. We're going to let you have it.
It's the prepubescent days, 11% from deep. Daring ECU to shoot down there. Lawrence breaks the press. Gadsden's 3. Oh, she is so clutch. Third triple.
And that's the disadvantage of the press, giving up layups or wide open threes. And Gadsden, she's their shooter. She buries herself in the corner, gets her feet set, and drills another one.
That's a career high. 3 triples for Gadsden, who entering today had only made 2 threes all year as McNeil counters with a jumper.
She was 2 for 14 coming in, 14%. Today McNeil needs to heat up and needs to call her own number a little bit more. There's certain times in games where good players need to get a little more selfish.
McNeil has 15 today. But you're right, Debbie. Who else for ECU can help out the cause? Nice ball movement here, Blackstone. Lawrence flips it to the wrong team. Here's the freshman. Gordon balances her way through, and she was fouled. I believe that's on the drive, so 2 free throws coming up.
Norma Jones, our official, right there on the call.
Good friend of yours, Debbie, Norma Jones.
Norma and I go way back. She's one of the best.
Great crew today. Not many fouls, which is always a good sign. So Gordon heads to the free throw line. Her first attempts.
Neither of these teams shoot free throws very well. Coppin shoots 62%, East Carolina 67%. Gordon 4 for 6 on the season coming into this game.
Shows with those 2 misses.
Free throws have become critical down the stretch in this tightly contested one.
So Coppin State in this third quarter, 5 turnovers. It's been an issue, and a blocking foul here on Gordon. Being able to handle this press is what may win the game for Coppin State late.
For Gordon, that's just one of those freshman fouls that she'll learn defensive discipline as she continues in her career, but she's got a bright future ahead of her. Great shooter. She's got the green light to shoot transition already.
Here's Faith Blackstone. She was the Junior College Player of the Year, Baltimore County, Essex.
What a beautiful shot she has. She averages 14.5 points a game. Another member of that national championship team.
There's an element to that as a coach. You want players who know how to win. This lineup is full of Essex transfers that won a national title. I don't care what level you're at, that's hard to do. Gordon lets it fly, and the green light pays off from 3.
That's why she's out there, because she can fill it up from deep. East Carolina needs some long-range shooting right now. Here's a great trap.
Nice job breaking the pressure, and a timeout for Jermaine Woods. On one hand, if that timeout's not called, there might be a layup. Instead, we'll take the media here late in the quarter. Coppin State and ECU in a 3-point game. Here's what's going on in the American Athletic Conference. This is brought to you by Grady White Loads. USF off to another nice start. 6-3 on the year with a win over Charleston Southern. And this is important, too, in the AAC. Home teams have really dominated home court. 38-8. And that's on the line here in the closing seconds of this third quarter. Coppin State has not picked up a 5-second there. Instead, a kick ball on McNeil.
That's unfortunate. That was going to go back to the Pirates.
So instead, Angel Jones has it. Look at this triple team. Gatson kicks it out. And Blackstone traveled with just over a second left. It's a turnover you're probably okay with if you're Jermaine Woods. I want a live ball turnover.
Pirates 3 for 19 from behind the arc, 16%, Evan.
Mosley finds Weiss. Her turn from half court. Oh, that was a shot flip. A bit wide. So with that, we go to the fourth quarter. 3-point game. We got a tight one here in Greenville. Yet, you look at how these teams have done it. Today, ECU's only forced 15 turnovers, which right now is a win if you're Coppin State.
You really have to credit Coppin. They've come in and done a really nice job taking care of the basketball, which is never easy to do when you play here in Greenville. It makes all the difference in the game.
That's a lot of turnovers in 40 minutes. Kid McNeil's club, they live on making those mistakes happen. Today, though, Coppin State has answered the bell against the turnovers.
Let's see if they can do it in the fourth quarter and keep it together.
After back-to-back 30-point losses, this is a nice response from Jermaine Woods' club. Staples looks to break down the zone. And a steal. Look at McNeil going up and get it. Now she runs the break. That's offensive. Wow, McNeil called for the charge.
That's Mossy Staples. She turned it over and she hustles back on defense. I don't know about that
elbow,
one.
maybe?
Maybe.
So instead of free throws, it's ECU with double-digit turnovers. Nice ball out to Blackstone, who runs the lane. Nifty pass, and that goes back the other way. Trading fouls early in the fourth.
Both teams attacking the basket. This has been a really long-range shooting game. Teams have combined for 40 attempted three-point shots.
Definitely more aggressive in the second half, driving the bucket. And now Gatson has been the best three-point shooter of anybody today. She's 3 of 5, comes in. Blackstone with those 4 fouls will have to exit.
That's a shame because she's such a good player for them. We'll see how long Coach keeps her over there.
How long as a coach would you want her out, given the score?
I think it depends on the score of the game, how long you can keep her there. If you can keep it close like this, East Carolina takes a big lead, you're going to want her back. Nice, high, low, getting that ball on the free throw line. Finding Tati, down low, easy bucket.
4 points for Weiss on the great ball movement. Now the press is on. Jones is trapped, and a 10-second violation. Tremendous defense from ECU.
This is what the Pirates need. They need to get the crowd going and get behind them. If they can string together a couple turnovers, get Coppin back on their heels, playing off balance. Angel Jones has been pretty good today, though. She hasn't made a lot of mistakes.
Only 18 turnovers. You see that on a curve, but that ECU forces 30 a game. McNeil is stripped on the way up and a foul for Lawrence. First second, and that sends Danae to the free throw line.
I like that for Danae. She gets a one-on-one. She creates a one-on-one in that zone with Lauren. She's a little bit quicker, and she takes her up and under, gets herself to the free throw line. And that's what I mean by her being a little bit more selfish down the stretch. She needs touches. She needs to have the ball in her hands.
And McNeil has shown she can take over offensively. At 31 Wednesday, she's got 14 today.
She's a 72% free throw shooter, so she can get to the line. She's pretty consistent.
This is ECU's first lead since late in the first quarter. Now Coppin State needs an answer. Great find. Open three. A rare miss for Lawrence. A rare miss for
Gaston hanging out down there in the corner, waiting for her teammates to get her the ball.
Dennis kicks it out to the true freshman Gordon. ECU 3 of 20 from deep. A lot of settled deep shots. So Dennis drives in. Nice find to Weish. And draws the foul on Lawrence. And that's 3 quick ones on Layla.
Well, you can see the game plan for the fourth quarter is get the ball in the paint and attack the basket. Enough of these long-range shots. They're not falling. ECU consistently right now feeding the post, getting shots around the rim, getting to the free throw line.
So Lawrence will sub out. No Lawrence, no Blackstone on the court. This is a young and small lineup now with Sharia Roberts coming in.
East Carolina was 5 for 7 from the free throw line in this game. Coppin, who does a great job getting to the free throw line, typically 3 for 4, so not a lot of attacking the basket in this game. A lot of long-range shots.
Coppin State commits in the bottom 10 in the country in fewest fouls, but the fouls are starting to add up in the second half. Now will this press play a factor for ECU? Good job breaking it, Roberts. We have not said Mozzie Staples' name a ton today. No points for the all-MEAC guard. Staples with 10. Gaston, tough pass. Nice turn through and a miss. Second chance, Bucknor is fouled by Mosley, and free throws here. Because that play had all the helter-skelter, and it worked out there for Coppin State.
Coppin's really overloading the zone right now, and that weak side rebound. Bucknor came flying in, got her team that second chance opportunity, going to the free throw line.
These are huge free throws for the UCF transfer. Who had 12 and 14 in her last game in that Penn State loss.
She's a 50% free throw shooter on this season, so knocking down the first.
It's like rolling dice in Vegas, 50-50. Although the house always wins at 51%. Good free throws there for Buckner. East Carolina struggling to score against the zone defense today.
You see how Coppin's sitting on Danae McNeil on the middle of the zone, not letting that ball go into the free throw line, and we have a foul on the floor.
That was on Coppin State in the box out. So Buckner's called for her third, and post players starting to have some foul trouble here if you're Jermaine Woods.
I like Coppin's strategy, though. They've packed the paint in. They've given up the long-range shot. They've played the odds. It's been working for them so far.
Mosley down low to Weish. Nice kick out to Mosley. Way off on the three. And again, if you're Coppin State, that's 22 three-point attempts, and you've only given up 3.
That's what you want. They're just collapsing on the post, letting you kick it back out, making the Pirates beat them from behind the three-point line.
Daring ECU to shoot. They came into this game at 24%, not much better today. And a strip. Gordon gets the steal. Ahead to Dennis, who runs the lane. Nice points in transition. And now ECU can live off those turnovers, Eddie.
That's what the Pirates needed, and that begs the question is, when does Faith Blackstone come back into this game? When will they need her?
Up to 20 turnovers for Coppin State. Buckner attacks. Nice bucket the other way.
Beautiful press break.
And without Blackstone, without Lawrence on the court, this is a young Coppin State lineup. Make that happen here, though. 1-point difference. Weish swings it out. No Maya Joyner yet for ECU. They've gone with a one-forward lineup here with Weish. Gets it right back to Tatiana, and she's fouled. Nice find there from Dennis.
Beautiful feed by Dennis. She's been doing that all game long, setting up her teammates. You see how hard Weish is having to work down there to just even get position. You see this transition bucket created with the defense off the steal. Beautiful pass ahead, and the beautiful finish by Micah Dennis.
These are important free throws for East Carolina. But today have stepped up 8 of 10 from the line. Into this game at 67%. Only shot as a team 62% last year. So a bit of a growth here for Kim McNeil's club. Now the press looks to play a factor. Ball is thrown up for a prayer. Nice catch from Roberts.
Coppin not looking as loose against the press as they did before. A little bit
Off
more
Buckner's
anxious.
knee. And these turnovers are adding up. That's 20, with a large part of those in the second half. And here's your answer. Faith Blackstone comes back in.
Well, when you're playing with the lead, the press doesn't seem as difficult. But when it goes the other way and you're playing from behind, you know every possession counts. You got to take good care of it. And the nerves are starting to get to Coppin State right now.
6 minutes to play. ECU's won the last 4 meetings between these clubs. You have to go back to 93. That was when Jurassic Park first came out. The last Coppin State win.
Movie trivia.
Fighting for your life in the early 90s. As Mosley fights in the lane for a 5-point lead.
And East Carolina has found a solution with this dribble push shallow cut, which opens the high post and creates that high-low. It's given them a lot of success in the fourth quarter. I like that call by Coach Kemp.
Another 10-second violation. And this ECU defense has come to play.
Coppin was throwing over the press earlier in the game, and now they're trying to dribble through it, and it's just not working for them. They're going to have to come up with a solution.
I'll bring in Mozzie Staples. She'll check back in. Until now, it's all hands on deck. Layla Lawrence re-enters.
Another ball handler back in the game with Staples.
Which means the foul issues are really prevalent for Coppin State.
Here we go, shallow cut again, opens the high post. Good job taking away the high-low. Mosley knocking it down.
This is the largest lead for East Carolina.
Love the experience of Morgan Mosley. She's making a big difference in this game for her team.
Buckner gets it in the lane. Staples traveled. 3 straight possessions with turnovers. And now for Coppin State, this game's starting to slip away.
The Pirates starting to play their tempo. Play the way they want. It's all because they're scoring. You see that ball go into the high post, and Morgan Mosley makes a great decision right here. Hey, you're not going to guard me. The lefty knocks it down. Beautiful shot.
Dennis and McNeil have the scoring, the big part of the load, but the secondary scoring stepped up. There's Mosley working down low to Joyner into a triple team and way short.
Somebody's got to guard that high post on that dribble push shallow cut.
So Staples breaks the press this time, under 5 minutes to play. A Coppin State team that went into Pittsburgh and got their first ever Power 5 win. Staples dribbles through it, enters the lane. This is the layup. Rebound Lawrence, that's too easy on the glass.
Too easy. You force that contested, difficult shot, and then you don't box out Lawrence. You have to box her out.
Layla Lawrence having a show. 9 points, 8 rebounds down low. That zone again has caused trouble for ECU.
Sitting on Danae McNeil on the free throw line.
A risky pass and immediate timeout. Final 4 minutes. We got a tight one. 5-point game here in Greenville.
Live sports.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailer
earn double the points on all holiday treats.
In the paint, Danae McNeil, if East Carolina's going to win, they're going to probably do it on her shoulders, and she knows she's got to take over this game right now, and she's doing exactly that.
5-point game. This is an 8-point swing for ECU in the fourth quarter. Led by multiple forced turnovers here in the fourth.
22 turnovers now for Coppin, and the more you turn it over, the more excited East Carolina gets. What a crafty move!
Staples get to the bucket.
We knew she had it in her. Transfer from Northeastern. Second team All-MEAC selection last season.
Well, it took 36 minutes, but there's the first points from Ozzie Staples. Now it's East Carolina's turn. Mosley is trapped. Gordon drives in. Tough look. Hit the bottom of the rim. He'll actually stay here. This is a huge possession for East Carolina. No Joyner on the court. Dennis and McNeil show today. inside to Weish. Has the mismatch with Mosley. Now the clock's at 8. Gordon's got to go with 6. Ball tipped. Clock to 3. Dennis, offensive, threw that shoulder into Angel Jones.
It's a great call by the official. Dennis really didn't have a choice. Put her shoulder down, tried to barrel her way to the basket. Good defensive stand by Coppin, and they've got a chance to tie this one up if they can break this press.
That's how you attack the buffet line, not how you attack the bucket. This place is getting real sticky. 3 minutes to go. Coppin State playing with foul trouble this entire fourth quarter and hanging around here down 3. As Blackstone has it stripped. And a foul. And that is on Blackstone. So she is just fouled out. That's her 5th.
You want to say it's a good foul because she stopped that easy layup, but it also removes her from the game. You can see the foul trouble right now that Coppin State has got itself in, but one of their best players heading to the bench, the redshirt junior who averages 14 and a half a game.
8 different players have scored. Blackstone's right up there with them.
First team All-American last year at the junior college level. Critical.
McNeil unable to extend the lead. East Carolina free throws are so important today. 1 and 2. This is where the game's been won. Defensively forcing these mistakes. 6 fourth quarter turnovers for Coppin State. Lawrence breaks the press. Dribbles into major traffic. Jones is doubled. Take over for Coppin State. It's been Lawrence all day. Kicks it out. Good shot fake. Jones floats in. Nice response. But we have a 2-point game.
That was amazing patience on the offensive end of the circus shot. Looked very under control though, and in it goes.
That's the Allen Iverson floater as we get 2.5 minutes. East Carolina's worked through this zone the entire fourth quarter, and a foul which will send ECU to the free throw line. So Gordon heads to the charity stripe.
Pirates able to get that ball into the high post again, and Gordon with the little quick basket cut. The freshman.
The true freshman has only attempted 8 free throws all year. She's 4 of 8. Talk about learning moments for a freshman. That's a big one.
Clutch.
First half, neither team shot any free throws. This is the 12th attempt for ECU in the second half. They're 9 of 12. Huge possession. Coppin State down 4. And a turnover. That's a big mistake. Then Dennis gives it right back.
That was an even bigger mistake by Dennis. She didn't need to shoot that ball or pass that ball. She could have brought it out.
Buckner the kick. Gaston the 3. Off. Lawrence the rebound. Foul. And a near double-double. 9 and 9 for Lawrence. This girl's fun to watch in the post.
Layla Lawrence is a force. She's really been dominating on the glass today, but that was a big bad decision, I would say, on the offensive end. Stole that ball back. The clock is your friend right now when you have the lead. Get a good look at the basket. Instead, they get a turnover. Shots better than a turnover any day of the week in my book, Evan.
Back to a 2-point game. Critical possession with 2 minutes to go. Coppin State team has not won in this building in 30 years. Well, Maya Joyner on the floor for much of this fourth quarter. So Gordon steps up and hits the 3. One of the biggest shots of the freshman's career.
How about the freshman? Another clutch bucket. You know she can do it. They left her wide open.
Lawrence the kick. Just have thought about that 3, and Coppin State will reset. Oh, instead a turnover. And Dennis is fouled in the open court, which means free throws now. This will have a chance to extend the 5-point lead.
That was a gigantic bucket by the freshman. You see the zone. No one comes out and guards, or they're more worried about the low post. Backline needs to come out and play that. It's a beautiful wide open look at the basket. And now the free throw's good in this lead. has a chance to widen to a 3-possession game with this made free throw.
17 second half turnovers. That's been the story for Coppin State.
They did such a great job in the first half taking care of the ball, and then they just couldn't continue it in the second half.
An ECU team that leads the country in forced turnovers gets another. Lawrence has it tipped, and a stop there by McNeil. And now this should wrap things up.
You need to be smart here. Bring the ball out. There's no need to shoot it. Run some clock here. Coppin needs to decide if they're going to foul or not, or when they're going to foul. Remember, they've got some folks in foul trouble, but they're just going to play this 15 seconds down.
I think Lawrence lost her contact lens, and they have a steal. Here's Staples into the front court.
Don't need a three. Have time to take it to the rim. But you got to go quickly here.
Jones. Lawrence is holding her contact lenses in her left hand, so she may not be a factor. And the 18th turnover of the second half is costly here for Coppin State.
The difference in the fourth quarter has been the intensity level of the East Carolina defense and the precision on offense, using the high-low instead of shooting threes. That's what's gotten them this 3-possession lead.
Just rolled her ankle. And now play is stopped. So Lawrence was holding her contact. Buckner is having ankle issues.
You hate to see that at the end of a half. Less than 30 seconds to go. She looks like she's in a lot of pain.
Let's hope Coppin State can come out of this okay. There was a lot of stuff going on there.
So she's going to walk it off.
So Lawrence now gets some help with the lenses. She'll get subbed out. Tiffany Hammond will return along with Sharia Roberts. And how about East Carolina? Kim McNeil noted the passion defensively. That's what won them this game in the fourth quarter.
It is. You know, they're a team right now that's going through a little adversity, and this is a big win for them to fight through the adversity in this game. And they're still learning. They're still learning what it's like to be a winning team and establish a winning culture. So this is just another brick in the wall, another lesson learned for the Pirates. And I like Coach McNeil's patience over there on the sideline. She's just with them every step of the way. She just loves her play. She's such a player's coach. She believes in family. She takes care of them like they're her own family. You saw that in the job that she, her husband Corey, and its assistant Jeff did last year with this team, from top to bottom, winning the conference championship.
Here they are becoming a 10-point first half deficit. She extends the lead to 8 with a timeout here for Coppin State. And that's really been the difference, the 18 second half turnovers and then hitting free throws down the stretch.
Well, and I think getting the ball into the interior offensively. They were able to use that shallow cut, open the high post, and work a little bit at the high-low. They've had the size advantage all night and weren't really able to capitalize on it.
Both teams with some timeouts left. And we noted the turnovers coming in. ECU forces 30 a game. Well, here they are now at 26. And that has been the difference. Coppin State's inability to break that press in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looked like when they first started the game, they went through it with ease, and they got some really nice looks at the basket out of it. But when the pressure of the game changes, when East Carolina took the lead, everything took a turn, and they just did not do a great job taking care of the ball down the stretch. But that's what East Carolina does. They wear on you. They wear on you physically, they wear on you mentally, and you get mentally tired towards the end of the game. You've been dealing with that pressure all game, and you start to make mistakes.
Coppin State gets set for a couple of tough tests coming up, including LSU at the end of the month at Duke. East Carolina will continue home Monday against Maryland Eastern Shore. So right before that semester finals, you have a big challenge coming up. North Florida on Monday. Just head right down I-95 in Jacksonville.
Coach Kim talked about her team playing a tough schedule early because she wants to prepare them for the end of the season. Coppin, a very good MEAC team.
One of the favorites along with Norfolk State. You see East Carolina gearing up for Maryland Eastern Shore on Monday. This will put the finishing touches on a second straight win.
It looks like they're going to just play this out and not foul. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. I would have thought they might have fouled and tried to extend the game a little bit, but
this 6-0 run and defensive presence of Kim McNeil's club caps off a diabetes awareness victory for the ECU Pirates. The stars of this one, Danae McNeil 17, Micah Dennis 17, And the Pirates